Hi, I'm Doug Martin from San Francisco, California, currently in Beijing, China. I'm a full-time musician in Beijing, and I also work with a music company, and I teach at one of the music schools here in town. How would I describe jazz? That's a good question. Well, I mean, it's interesting because, you know, jazz or music in general, you know, you're talking about sounds and we're trying to use language to describe it. So I think, you know, I would describe the feeling it gives me. But, you know, when you talk about jazz, you know, it's that, when I think of jazz, I mean, the first thing I think of is that, you know, that swing rhythm that really you don't hear in other styles so much. You know, even in blues, which is kind of like, you know, the mother code in a way to a lot of jazz styles. I mean, you have similar rhythms and blues shuffle, but that swing is really particular to jazz. And the sounds that come from the instrumentation of early jazz. So if you hear like, you know, the earlier bands where you had piano, sax, trumpet, you know, the horns, and banjo or guitar, you know, this instrumentation from early New Orleans jazz and Dixieland, I mean, it's a sound that you really don't hear in other styles of music. I knew a lot of people who had immigrated from China to the US. So I could say that I knew a lot of Chinese people and heard their stories, you know, of living here. But I knew that I would never really understand it until I came inside myself. I mean, reading the history and the culture, you know, in a book is one thing. Talking to people who've been through it firsthand is even better. But I knew I would have to come see these places. You know, it's like when you arrive and you see the Forbidden City or some famous place anywhere in the world for the first time. You know, it's like, oh, now I get it. Well, my experience so far has been really good, and it's been multifaceted. So there's been the performing side where, for myself, you know, I play anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week on average, you know, throughout the year. And then I'm teaching a lot. There's plenty of students and a lot of young guitar players who really want to understand the music better and get into playing it themselves, which I love. So, and then there's a lot of private events here. Being in Beijing is really nice too because all the embassies are here. Again, like I said before, all the expats, so weddings, you know, there's all sorts of events here. There's always things going on in Beijing. So as a jazz musician here, yeah, we have the opportunity to be really active, and you can be almost as busy as you want to be here. I don't think there's many places in the world right now where you can say that. Don't believe everything you hear in the news about China or anywhere. Get out of the house. Travel, see it for yourself, experience it for yourself. It will probably change your life for the better.